morning from Alton Towers Scarefest and our second vlog from the event of 2017, where it's me and the very spooky Charlotte.
Me.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Are you ready for some more spooks here at Scarefest?
Yes, I am.
I'm ready for some more spooks. We're going to be experiencing all the different scare attractions again this afternoon and this evening. The weather again is not looking that good at the moment. We're not going to let it put us off, are we? Yeah, I must say, you look really good there, the fear leader.
My neck.
Again, she always does her makeup in the same place,
No,
doesn't she?
I don't.
Yeah. No, you look really good. I like your costume. So here we are. We just come for the afternoon today and just thought, look at this. I mean, it's a really nice place to come and stand here and have some photos if you are visiting Scarefest. Of course, there's only a few days left now of the event, including Halloween night itself, the 31st of October, so get yourself down here and check it out. Now, there was a few things that we didn't cover in our last vlog from here just over 2 weeks ago. We didn't go down into X Sector and show some night shots, so we'll go down there and do that later on, have rides on Oblivion and the Smiler in the dark.
Yes!
Now, Nemesis has also had some upgraded lighting. I remember saying in the vlog when we was here a couple of weeks back that there wasn't any red lighting around Nemesis. That has since been improved, so we'll head up there later on this evening and show you that, along with some more footage of the Alton Ancestors in just a moment, the full maze reviews, plenty of night ride footage, and yeah, much more as well. Of course, we'll check out the Freak Show and see the new additions down there as well. So yeah, it's going to be a really good day here at Alton Towers Scarefest. We'll start off, then I'll show you a little bit of footage of the Alton Ancestors before we get moving around the park. Just walking down through Mutiny Bay, where we've got some of the cast from the welcoming Scare Maze that are out here on the footpath. Let's have a little closer look at these. Here we go, look at these. Hello. He's ready to feed the flames there. Yeah. What's he doing? He's telling us to move away. They don't seem to like cameras, do they?
What is that?
It's a camera.
What is the camera? What does it do?
It's going to feed the flames, that's what it's going to do.
To take my soul?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Ah! What is it?
What is that you have there?
It's a camera.
What is that, camera?
It's just a camera to see you.
Magic?
Yeah, it's magic, yeah.
How does magic?
Yeah.
Magic man? Are you a chosen one?
I am a chosen one.
You are the chosen one?
The chosen one, yeah.
Oh, you're the chosen one?
Yeah, I am.
The chosen one?
That's it, get on the floor and bow down.
Chosen one. Magic man.
She's not the chosen one. Yeah. She needs first aid, to be honest. Like, look at this.
What is first aid?
She needs medical assistance, that's what she needs. Yeah.
Very strange. Very strange looking.
She's the strange one.
That's
Oh, I'm strange looking or she's strange looking?
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay, yeah. I think she's stranger looking than me, but yeah. Bye-bye.
It's very, very strange. I've never seen this before. What kind of clothes are they?
These, Primark. Yeah.
Primark?
Yeah.
I've never heard.
You never heard of Primark? That's really good. I love how these guys are out down the Mutiny Bay footpath. All the cast here from The Welcoming, which is located just here in the Mutiny Bay courtyard.
It's air, sky, the rain, the elements are all ours. They belong to us.
It's a nice floor, that, isn't it? Nice floor. Yeah, I really like this. Really good interaction.
Ta-da!
Oh, brilliant, Stanley, but maybe we should go the other way this time and twist it a little bit.
It's a twist and a twist and a twist.
Oh, I really do like how you've got the cast of The Welcoming out and around Mutiny Bay, and they're just up there now towards Towers Street. And I've also seen photos of them like on the grass here doing like all sorts of chants, and yeah, it's all building up the anticipation for Secret Weapon 8. If you've not already seen our ongoing series, check it out, where we've done videos all throughout the season of the construction of the brand new wooden roller coaster. So make sure you check it out here on our YouTube channel. Right, are you ready for some scare mazes?
No.
Yeah, we're going to start off with the 3 scare mazes located inside the beautiful towers themselves. We're going to start off with the classic Terror of the Towers, what lies within. Then we'll probably do what? I don't know, Altville Mine Tours maybe?
Yeah, just as fishy's love.
Yeah, we'll do Altville Mine Tours, the Legend of the Skin Snatchers. And then we'll end on Subspecies, the End Games, which returns for its 3rd season. Now, we did the Scare Maze a couple of weeks ago in our last vlog from Scarefest. And yeah, we thought, you know what, they were good, solid mazes. However, they weren't as good as in previous years. So hopefully, they're going to be a little bit better tonight than they were last time. I really hope so anyway, because to be honest, I thought they were quite weak compared to the Fright Nights mazes this year. So hopefully we're going to get some good scares. Obviously, as always, with all these different scare attractions, I can't take you inside. Hey, look, she's off. Look, the fear leader, she's strolling off. I can't take you inside, however, we'll give you a bit of a review when we come out of each of the different attractions. And later on in the vlog, we'll have plenty of night ride footage. Go and see the freak show. And yeah, just generally enjoy it here at Scarefest. But yeah, having the characters out there, really good. And you also saw a little shot just of some of the family entertainment that's taking place on the trick-or-treat stage, just at the bottom of Tower Street. Charlotte loves that, don't you?
It's pumpkin pie!
All the different characters.
Oh,
Just goes to show, even though it's Scarefest, there is plenty here for the families as well. I don't think we really captured that in the last vlog, so I just thought I'd show you that. There's lots of different things. There's fancy dress, you got the trick-or-treat party, and like the Ghoul School thing as well, like the story time.
Skelvin's Spooky Story Time, and Ghoul School, which has Phil. No, it's not Phil. Yeah, it's Phil and Franklin, whatever his name is.
Chris Franklin's there.
No.
Right, we'll see you up at Terror of the Towers. And we're going to have a bit of a spooky time. Not too busy today, actually. They've had some very busy days at Alton Towers Scarefest this year, but today seems to be one of the quieter ones. I mean, look at the main footpath here between the Smiler and Spinball Whizzer. It's not actually too busy. See you up at the towers. Let's go. Bum 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 bum.
They've done the mine.
Here we go. Then I do prefer the entrance this year to Terror of the Towers. Just being here at the front, it just makes it a lot better in terms of building up that anticipation. Walking through this little part of the ruins just here. Look at that, it's a nice little entrance. Obviously the maze entrance itself hasn't changed, but that queue line entrance being there, it's just nice walking around here, especially at night. As much as I do like the atmosphere at night, walking around here with the music and seeing the towers all lit up, the maze queues get really busy, don't they, at night?
Yeah.
I mean, the other night...
Here's a big tip for you.
Go on.
No need doing them in the night because it's dark inside.
It is dark inside.
People say, oh, it's better in the dark. It's dark inside. There's no difference.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, these maze queues, I walked past the other night and they were like 90 minutes for the mazes. And I thought, you know what, you're missing out on those night rides. So the best thing to do, really, is do them at this time. And in my opinion, the mazes have always been better in the daytime because the actors, obviously, like anybody, they're at work, they're going to get tired. As the day goes on, bear in mind, these mazes have been open since 1 o'clock. They're going to be really tired, aren't they, by the time you get in? Meaning the scares aren't going to be quite as good.
Whereas if you come early, you get the fright.
And you don't have to wait anywhere near as long. I mean, look at this. It's just gone right. It's the 2:30 slot we're going in. Look at this. Subspecies over there. That's walk on. Terror of the Towers looks to be walk on. Yeah, so not bad at all. Right, we'll see you on the other side of Terror of the Towers. what lies within, and hopefully we're in for a better run through today with the Scarefest mazes. Look at this beautiful building though, it's just gorgeous. So we just come out of Terror of the Towers, and when I was saying about there's no wait, look at this, it's so quiet. There's literally no groups waiting to go in, and this is October half term. How was your run through?
That was really good, that was.
It was, plenty of actors in there.
Yeah,
to be honest, I thought that was running better than it was last time we were here. Plenty of actors in there, some familiar faces that Noah's in there as well. Always do a great job. We've got plenty of scare acting experience. I said it was the strongest maze in terms of scares when we was here 2 weeks ago. And yeah, that was running really, really well in there. I love all the scenes. And it's an old maze now, but it's a classic maze. Yes, it does feel and is shorter than it used to be a few years ago when you used to actually enter around that side and make your way all through the construction area. It used to be the other way around to what it is now, basically. But yeah, I enjoyed that. It was really good. Yes, hopefully the other mazes are on par with it. Like I say, you've got some really good scares inside there. Lasts about 10 minutes. And yeah, it's just a classic tale of the vampires and the urban explorers that have gone in there, all these vampires and monks and all these different scenes. And the atmosphere in there is brilliant. When you walk through, especially the first scene when you've got all the crates, all the boxes, like all the mannequins, you walk through and you're just like, yeah, you know, this is the Alton Towers atmosphere that you get here in these mazes. Really good that was. And yeah, brilliant maze, more people coming out. It's the only hands on shoulders maze left really now as well. All the other ones here are all free flow mazes, so it is still nice I think to have one hands on shoulder maze. I love watching people's reaction when they come out and they don't know where the exit is. Everybody comes out there, and even though there's a big sign that says exit, everybody still goes that way. The exit's just there, just down that way, yeah. It's quite funny. Right, we'll make our way around to the next maze. We're going to go and do the Old Man tours now. Legends of the Skin Snatchers. What am I going to do? Snatch your skin, girl.
No,
snatch your skin, boy. Yeah. Black sheeting, ooh, spooky black sheeting, black sheeting. No key down there for subspecies.
We're going to end up going in on our own.
Oh, we'll say that one for the last one, like I say. Right, let's go. See you at the mine tours. Good run through that was, really good. We're about to go into the Altonville Mine Tours here in Altonville, Alton Towers Scarefest 2017. Again, very, very quiet. Practically walk on yet again. Look at that. Right, we'll see you on the other side of the Altonville Mine Tours. Where are we going?
Altonville Mine.
We'll see the mines. My mines or your mines? My mines. Do you like all this theming we got here?
Welcome to the Altonville Mine Tours.
Shaft 37, my favourite shaft.
To tour the Altonville Mine at the Altonville Mine Tours.
Let's go. See on the other side. Oh, so we just come out of the Altonville Mine Tours. How was it?
It was a bit disappointing.
It was, wasn't it? I mean,
the scene was really good, but
yeah, something different in the end there. Obviously, you've got the new scene in there for this year. I must point out yet again, I always forget to mention it at the start, but there is spoilers in these vlogs. Not like there's many days left of Scarefest now, only a few days to go anyway. But yeah, you've got the scene at the end, which of course got the new sort of air gun, what you've got there at the end. But obviously, you had that effect, and then there was an actor what came down and literally grabbed me and shook me. I don't know if they did it to everyone in the group, but yeah. Apart from that, that was not a very good run through. There must have been 3 or 4 actors in that tops throughout the whole thing, including at the start. Whether they're doing the breaks or not, I'm not too sure. But that kind of defeated the whole object of it, because at the start they tell you about you going in there to go and see my granddad, who went in there with nothing but his pants on, but he wasn't there. So they built up this story.
Was there, but he was dressed in different outfits.
It was someone else, a different character. Yeah, I mean, that was a shame, wasn't it? I mean, that's one of the worst run-throughs I've ever had, unfortunately, the Altonville Mine. It's a shame, because it's one of my favourite attractions. What they've ever done here, it's quite unique, something a bit different. But yeah, it didn't do it for me, that one. I still love the theming in there.
Yeah,
and there was quite a bit of smoke and stuff, and the rest of the group seemed like they enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, this man who was with us,
Yeah.
he came round and scared
Came
us.
round did a jump scare, didn't he? That was the best scare in there, other than at the end.
It was just
But yeah,
disappointing.
it's just a bit disappointing that. Like I say, this year's Scarefest, it's just not been on par with previous years, and I enjoyed Tower of the Towers, just that was good. But again, you know, it was running only just better than it was when we were here a couple of weeks back. That was definitely running weaker. I'd go as far to say that that was the weakest run through I've had of that maze, like in its 2-year history. Yeah, I didn't
I don't think
enjoy
there's
it.
any chainsaw, because that woman's just come out and there wasn't, I didn't hear a...
You're joking? I hope they've got some chainsaw action in
hope
some
not.
species. Oh, we're about to find out. I hope so. I'll be very disappointed if we haven't got the. Oh, here you go. He's one of the actors. Some species. Very aggressively moving the barrier there.
No, it's back, I can hear it.
Oh, there we go. So you can't not have the chainsaw in there, can you?
Then take it out.
Yeah. Right, I'll make our way around to some species. But yeah, a bit disappointing that was. I do love how they've done this new exit for this year though, it looks loads better. All the barbed wire and lights on the side, it looks really good. Well, let's go and do some species and we'll see you when we come out. At least we've got them done really quick today, we've only been doing them for about half an hour. Final maze, and then we'll do the welcoming later tonight. So we just come out of Subspecies, the end games, and I must say out of the 3 runs that I've had through it this Scarefest, that was definitely the strongest of the 3, but it is still the weakest run-throughs this year I've had out of the 3-year history of that maze. It just isn't on par with what it once was. Some of the acts in there now, yes, they're quite full on still in terms of the touching and things, sort of grabbing you, putting against the walls and stuff. But yeah, it just doesn't feel like it once was. I mean, there was not much smoke either in any of the first section, but there was an alien in there, which is the first alien I've actually seen in there out of the 3 runs I've had over Scarefest. But yeah, it was good. It just isn't what it once was, unfortunately. I still enjoyed going in there and seeing all the theming and stuff, though. But in my opinion, like the mazes here, they normally run for 4 years, don't they? And then we get a different change, excluding Tower of the Towers. But yeah, like past mazes, like the Sanctuary, Carnival Screams and things, you know, they ran for a few years and then they changed them either 3 or 4 years. I just think, personally, for me, Subspecies, give it another year next year, send it out with a bang, and then let's get a new maze in place there. Me personally, that's my opinion on it. Charlotte, how was it?
I'm not going in again.
No, you're not going to do it. No. You don't like all the touching and stuff, do you, really, now?
My own, and the alien was like...
Yeah, I think it's best she doesn't go in.
I'm not going here.
No.
Ever again. I don't like it.
Don't like the extreme style mazes. Oh, here they are. Feed the flames. But yeah, it was good, but it just wasn't what it once was in my eyes. It's a shame, and some people might say, oh, it's because you've done them that many times. I don't think it's that at all. Yeah, I don't think it's that at all. It's just how they are now. And it's a shame, really. I just like to see Scarefest get a big overhaul for next year. Some new mazes, some new scares, and maybe some more scare zones. Because to be honest, in my opinion, Freak Show is my favourite thing this year. Yeah, it's really popular. Freak Show is brilliant. So I'd like to see maybe 1, if not 2, more scare zones for next year. And who knows what will happen with the welcoming. Obviously, we know that the welcoming's not going to come back in that location because there's going to be a new food outlet in there for next year as part of Secret Weapon 8. But we could maybe see that inside another location, maybe put it inside a tent or something like that around the new ride. Who knows? But anyway, talking about the new ride, going to go through it a little bit now. Let's have a look at what's been going on over the past few days since we was last here. Of course, check out our separate update video that I will be filming today as well for a full look at all the work taking place on Secret Weapon 8. Like how we've got the Halloween music playing down here now as well. Before it was just the normal music. Yeah, quite a bit taking place at the top there. Obviously you can see I'm attaching the different layers of wood now on top on this turnaround section here. So it'll come up around this way and make its way through the theming structure. Hello, happy Halloween. They're a good laugh, these guys are that work on the new ride. Quite a bit of work taking place over there on the airtime hill as well. We'll head over to this viewing window just here. We can have a little look through. Oh wow, look how impressive that is. So much activity taking place on the site. You can see over at the back just there, they've taken down the scaffolding wall. Loads going on, and check out our separate video that has just gone online here on the channel, our latest update from Secret Weapon 8. Having a good time at Scarefest so far. We've still got the welcoming to do later on, freak show, and we're going to see if the Alton ancestors are right in Gloomy Wood as well.
From the rave and shall not be participating. Commencing at the siren, any and all crimes against dancing, including the Macarena, shall be illegal for the next 10 minutes. Standing still will be forbidden.
I do like how they have the Alton ancestors down here in Gloomy Wood in the afternoon. If you want to come and see them, they're here from 2 o'clock until 5 o'clock. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Looking on the map just there. Should know that really, but yeah, 2 till 5 they're down here. And obviously you've got the shows on Towers Street every half an hour, at 1/4 and 1/4 the hour in the morning. Yeah, so worth coming to see. Right, we're going on Jewel whilst we're down here, may as well. Sending you through the graveyard. I've actually got all the audio turned off outside Jewel because of the show just there. And they're playing the main Scarefest theme around the area when the dance-off show's not on. Well, let's go on Jewel. The haunted house strikes back. There's a lot of rumours that Jewel's going to receive some Towers loving care this winter, so I hope it does, because let's be honest, it's not in the best of states at the moment. It's a good time to get in the queue though, isn't it? If you leave just before that ends, you can get straight round here. Yeah. When we walked into Gloomy Wood, 10 minutes ago, the queue was all up here for Jewel. The rides seem quite busy today. There's some big queues across the park, like 65 minutes for Smiler. Oblivion, that had about a 40-minute queue. Obviously this has been queued all around the graveyard. Hex was out the door. Rita and 13 look busy. Not been up into Forbidden Valley yet to see what Nemesis is like, but we will later on to go and see that red light in. But yeah, the queues seem quite busy for the rides. But like I said, the maze is really quiet in the afternoon, so yeah, well worth doing them then. And especially subspecies, eh? Yeah. Right, let's go on Jewel.
Evil has spawned from the heart of his house. You must face your
Wherever you are in the haunted house.
prepare to Jewel.
Enduring your adventure, your targets as possible. Success will tend to increase your score. For high scores, identify and hit yellow targets.
The forensic investigation has been stepped up within the grounds of Dr. Nicholas Reedy's home.
So after doing a couple more rides here at Alton Towers Scarefest, we've made our way down, ready for the 5:30 opening of the Freak Show Scare Zone. Ooh. Now what's different to this, what they've done over the past week or so during half term, is they've actually done like an opening show at 5:30. Obviously when this opened a few weeks back now at the start of Scarefest, we saw this old tap just here which is from the Flume, and then you've got the little booth just underneath it there. What they actually do is put someone in there and put some gunge on them. Oh, no. And tonight it's Charlotte.
I am not
no, it's not
going
really.
in there.
Yeah, somehow I don't actually think it's a member of the public. I think it's a bit of an actor thing going on there, but it still looks good for everybody else.
I'll let you know if it's the same person from the other day.
But yeah, it's really nice how they do this. They introduce like all the cast of the Freak Show and bring them down, sort of down the main footpath just here, and it's like, yeah, the knife thrower, the bearded lady, and then they come down, the ringmaster comes down, does the big opening, and then you walk through the Scare Zone. The only issue I had with this the other night when I saw it is the fact that you've got all these people coming in from this side. When it starts in a few minutes, everybody gathers on this side, and then everybody gathered on that side. It's created a massive bottleneck down the middle, but hopefully it's not as busy today, so hopefully it won't be too bad. You can see the guys from Entertainment's just setting up over there, and here we go. I'll show you some footage over the next few minutes of this new opening show, which happens at 5:30 daily here at the Freak Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Freak Show! We've got sights, frights, and delights from around the world! Freaks, clowns, and supernatural mutations! Creatures you won't see in the big top, and stunts you won't find at the carnival! And now, the man who put the sick in toxic, the Ringmaster! After a small accident, he discovered a secret formula of psychoactive neurotoxin. The Ringmaster was able to transform townies like you lot into an elite collection of super beings to form the extraordinary menagerie of human oddity he was to call Freak Show. His first edition, the Strong Man. Every muscle swells with hyper-toxic sludge to give him the strength of an army. Then, the bearded lady, with the help of experimental growth serum, grew a beard that would secrete deadly pheromones to poison the men she attracts. And the knife thrower. After extended periods of exposure to Class C radiation, he developed the ability to never miss a moving target. Watch as the Ringmaster places the volunteer. Next, the assistants will carefully administer a small amount of elixir. Finally, the Ringmaster will transform this pitiful peasant into a world-famous superhuman sideshow attraction by applying the rest of his formula. Slowly, with an intravenous drip. Oh, forget it. Just dump it on their head. Open the gates, take to your stands and let the fun begin. Ladies and gentlemen, step right up, come inside. It's time for you to witness
What are you looking at?
You?
Me?
Yeah.
Staring at my balls, are you?
Two very big balls they are.
Thank you.
Good evening. Oh yeah.
I absolutely love the free show Scare Zone this year. I think it's the best thing at Scarefest 2017. I really like it, and that little thing they did at the start, that little pre-show, I'm all strutting the stuff, walking down. It's brilliant, a really good addition to that Scare Zone, and I hope that returns along with more Scare Zones next year. I think it's brilliant. It's one of the best things that the Alton Towers Entertainment Department have ever done. The lighting, the music, the atmosphere down there. Yeah, it's just a really, really good Scare Zone. How did you find it?
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, it's the little pre-show thing at the start is really good. It was a different person who got guns, wasn't
Yes,
it? But
it was.
I still think they just keep swapping about who it is, to be honest. I doubt they'd do that to a guest on the park. Making our way then down into X Sector. We didn't come down here last time. Coming on the Smiler in a semi-dark ride on the Smiler. By the time we get on it, it should be quite dark. Smile, 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 always. Looks like we've got some new lighting down here on Oblivion as well, which is good. We've got some orange lights. Good to see that they've listened to the feedback in terms of needing a bit more lighting around during Scarefest. Maybe they put that much work into the Scare Zone and the new mazes that they didn't have a chance to add it for the first weekend. So, yeah, I'll show you a few shots down here as it gets dark. Right, let's go on Smiler. Smile always. Just come off the Smiler, a nearly dark ride. How was it, Charlotte? Come on, it's one of your favourite rides.
I'm going to make a statement.
A bold
That is
2-in-1.
awful.
Why, what was up with it?
It's so
well, I know what's up with it.
It's so rough. It was jolty.
You're starting to see Smiler through its true colours now.
It's just a mess.
It's getting worse though, isn't it? And I must say, it wasn't very clean inside
No,
all the
it's a
queue
mess.
line, was it? It was flooded in the queue line. There was mud everywhere inside the station. I mean, look at this. I know I mentioned it earlier in the vlog, but yeah, you look at this compared to the build of Secret Weapon 8. This is a really impressive coaster track. But you look at the station, the hole what was dug for it, it's just in a state, isn't it? It's only, what, 4 years old? And it's in a state, yeah, it really does need some work doing to it. I'd love to see them come back to this and redo the station, maybe add some rocks around it or something just to add more. But yeah, you having a little dance, are you? There you are. On a positive note though, the lighting around here is really nice.
The lighting's really good, yeah.
I mean, you've got a park cam which is on top, just up there, shining over at Oblivion's entrance. That looks really good, and obviously you've already got the lights in the floor, and it's lighting it up really nice, that is. Love that. But yeah, I can't believe you said that about Smiler. It's got worse.
I've ridden Taron since that.
Yeah, true, yeah.
haven't been on-
Look at Taron compared to that. I mean, God.
Beauty.
Yeah, it is a beauty, isn't it? Oh, I love Taron. Also, they've lit up the drop on Oblivion, the world's first vertical drop roller coaster, around here as well, so we'll have a look at that. Are you prepared for Oblivion? When I first rode Smile in 2013, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fantastic coaster, but it soon aged really badly. And I know I was one of the first people to say it's rough and unbearable, but there's a lot of people who've followed suit now and think the same. But at the end of the day, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Everybody enjoys different rides than others. I'd much rather take Oblivion. Oh, and how good is it to this music? There might be much bigger versions of this ride out there in the world now, but Oblivion's still really close to my heart. My first dive coaster, a lot of people's first dive coaster. Just remember, don't look down.
You are reaching a restricted zone.
Overreacting Charlotte. We've got a projector. There we are. It keeps coming back on.
Oh,
it's an animated one. Look at this. So this is obviously the logo for the Welcoming and Secret Weapon 8 opening next year. We've got this big projector to steer behind these temporary barriers. Look at that. Really nice. It's got this animated logo. Then in a minute it'll disappear. And off it goes. Then it comes back again. One of the best things to do if you don't fancy paying for the mazes is just standing here for 10 minutes and watching people come running out from the chainsaw at the end of Subspecies to the end games. Yeah, that looks really good. It's in the same place as a few years back, the year before Smiler opens, when they put the Smiler logo up there. That looks really nice, that does. And obviously with the music playing out here, the tower's lit up, it's just a beautiful atmosphere, isn't it? I'd say this is the best atmosphere in the park at Scarefest, so standing here, looking up at the beautiful Grade 2 listed Towers ruins. And now we've got that on there as well. It's just really nice. Looks great, doesn't it, Charlotte?
Yeah,
really, really nice. Just saying it's in the same place when Smiler had it, do you remember?
Yeah.
The year before, Scarefest before Smiler, when we had Sanctuary. Look at that, really atmospheric on this path. It's just a shame there's not a bit more atmosphere throughout the park. Imagine a bit more light and a bit more themed audio, and everywhere in the park would feel like this pathway does. Really nice. Oh, there you go, we've got a bit of a colour change now on the towers. A bit of an orange there now as well. Feed the Flames in 2018. Now, we didn't manage to do it in our last Scarefest vlog, but it is a bit of a classic. It's got to be done at least once a year in Scarefest. 13 in the dark. Ooh. We've got no music playing around here though, because Rita's down. Yeah, it's a bit quiet, isn't it, with Rita being down? Very spooky around here. Ooh. Do you like the lights though? We are 13, 25 minutes for a night ride on 13. Not bad at all. See, on the other side, I can't believe we've been riding this now for 7 years. Oh, here we go, 13 still got its entrance audio on. Look at that. The wraiths at either side. Still one of my favourite family roller coasters in the UK. Really nice experience attraction. I just hope that with Secret Weapon 8 we get even more of an experience than 13, especially with the indoor sections that we're going to get. Yeah, not bad at all. 25 minutes for the Intermin. 7 years, gosh, crazy. See on the other side. That was the best ride of the day, that was. One of the best rides I've had at Alton Towers all season. 13 in the dark. What an absolute belter of a coaster at night. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I love 13 in the dark.
It's great,
it's
isn't
so
it?
good because you go down the drop and it's the photo flash that actually blinds you.
It is,
so
yeah.
dark.
It creates that effect, doesn't it, that you can't see around the rest of the ride. Very quiet down in Dark Forest though, with there being no Rita. Shame they don't have the audio on, isn't it, really, like all around there. It's just very quiet. Obviously, you got 13's audio on, but even when Rita's closed, they seem to turn off all the Dark Forest area audio, which is a shame, really, especially on a Scarefest night. Kind of loses that atmosphere down there. I suppose it makes it quite spooky, though, not having any audio, but ooh, spooky. Talking of spooky, we're going on Hex, the legend of the towers. this is my last visit to Alton Towers this season, unfortunately. So yes, I'll be doing a couple of Secret Weapon 8 updates, but this will be my last full day here at Alton Towers this year. So this will probably be, well, it will be my last ride on Hex of the year. And coming up shortly, my last ride on Nemesis of the year as well. Oh, but yeah, let's go. Earlier on, the key for this was out the door, and now there's not one person in there. There's the big bell. It's what? Cramped. Les Davies, how you doing, Les? It's been good getting back on this season. Right. We'll, after this, making our way down to Mutiny Bay for the welcoming. Ooh. Tell you what though, going back a few years, it never used to be like this at Scarefest, especially during October half term. This would be full, like it's crazy. A lot of people don't stay for night rides, it's a shame. We're doing Hex in the dark. Yeah, don't worry, it doesn't make any difference at all. Yeah. It builds up that atmosphere, I guess. Same with the scare mazes, but as I mentioned earlier on, you're much better doing the mazes during the day when it's quieter. See you later, Les. See you later, Hex. We'll see you at the welcoming. This is the audio on the ride. Give us a little dance, Charlotte. Oh, she's still going. Yeah. The welcoming be chosen. It's so quiet. Look at it. Where is everyone? Hey, female worldwide. Happy Halloween. She's still going. Right, we'll see on the other side. The welcoming be chosen. My third time doing this one, it'll be my last time doing it this Scarefest as well. Done all the mazes 3 times this Halloween, so that's not too bad. Less than I have done before, but like I said, I've just not quite enjoyed them as much this year compared to other farms and theme parks that we've been to. Here we go, we'll see on the other side of the welcoming be chosen. Well, we'll talk a little bit more about it. Off we go. Charlotte went in it, what, last week did he go in it? And he wasn't a big fan, was he, last week?
Ago, yeah.
Right, we'll see on the other side and we'll talk a little bit about it.
Strobe lighting and loud noises. This maze is not suitable for those who are pregnant, claustrophobic, those who have epilepsy.
So we've just come out of the welcoming be chosen, which is my final scare attraction of Alton Towers Scarefest 2017, and I must say it wasn't really the best run through to end it on. I mean, I've had 3 run throughs the welcoming over Halloween, and the best one was definitely the middle one. When we did the previews, I wasn't that impressed. Then we did the middle one and thought, you know what, yeah, it was better. And then that again, what the hell went wrong in there? It just was not very good at all, to be honest. I mean, it's such a well-themed attraction. I must point out that the atmosphere that's created in there with the theming is really good and it's very detailed. And now we've been through 3 times, get to see all the different scenery and set pieces a bit more. Yeah, I really do understand a lot more about it, but in terms of the run through then, yeah, I mean, do you feel like you got £8 worth there?
Yeah, I feel like I've been ripped off.
Yeah, it just wasn't very good. We kept stopping in the rope scene. We were stopping. Obviously, the people in front of us had taken the hands off the rope, but the actors in that scene weren't trying really to try and, you know, you're right there, Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube. Woo. The actors there weren't trying to, you know, help put them back on the rope. Yeah, it was disappointing. It's a shame, really, isn't it, that that's the end. Yeah. Tell you what's not disappointing though, the lights being on here, look. Ooh, we can see straight in there. Look at it, straight into the maintenance building, the maintenance shed. Full Secret Weapon 8. Let's have a little look, actually. Ooh. Very nice, and I've mentioned it a few times during the vlog. We're near the end of the vlog now, of course, but check out our separate construction update where we do a little bit more all about Secret Weapon 8 and having a look at what's been going on. But yeah, I love the scenery in there, and I really like the audio. If that audio's on the ride, I'll be really impressed.
Yeah, it's like the theming's so good in there, but I just...
20 people at a time.
I don't think it works as a scare attraction.
No, 20 people at a time going through that.
Yeah, it's too
you know,
many.
it was way too many people going through.
Let at least like 10 through.
It should be 10 through. To be honest, I think that'd work as hands on your shoulders.
Yeah, I do
better.
as well.
Like Terror of the Towers style, hands on your shoulders. I feel like you go in, it's all way too quick. You got actors, you know, shouting, feed the flames and all this storyline and stuff out here, which is great, but it'd be so much better as hands on shoulder.
As a free flow, mate, it's in my opinion.
The good news is though, at least we know that's not going to be back in that location next year.
It might be.
It might be an improved experience. Yeah, keep all that theme in because there's some really good theming and set pieces, and you can tell the actors in most scenes are trying the best.
Yeah,
but yeah. Yeah, there was a few jump scares, but it just doesn't work, let's be honest. Yeah, it doesn't work.
It's not scary.
No, in that format, and for £8, you know, I really don't think it's a value attraction at all. No. But yeah, and that just sort of sums up Scarefest in general, really, doesn't it? We've not done loads of amazing run-throughs this year like normal. There's not really much park atmosphere. I mean, you walk round, yeah, there's just not got an atmosphere like it has done over the years. No, I felt Halloween-y at every other Halloween attraction I've done this year, apart from this, really. And it's a shame because they've tried the best, but I just don't think it's cut it this year, Scarefest, for me. I've enjoyed the few visits that I've had. It's been really nice to get some night riding and, of course, see the mazes again. But yeah, it's just not been one where I feel like I'm sad that it's coming to an end, really.
No.
But one thing I'm looking forward to is a night ride on Nemesis, which apparently now looks amazing. A couple of weeks ago when we did our first vlog from Scarefest on the opening day, we were all disappointed at the lighting around the park, and they've definitely improved it up by Forbidden Valley. So we'll make our way up there now, have our last ride of the day, and summarise Scarefest 2017. Hopefully next year we're going to get to see some new things, and it'll just genuinely be a refreshed event to go along with the new ride. There you go. We'll see you in Forbidden Valley. The beast roaring down here in Forbidden Valley, and the lights have been filtered. This looks really nice down here now. Look at that. Looks like it did a few years ago now. I remember there was a big push. I think it was Scarefest 2010 where one of the old managers here walked round and said, right, we need just a look at lighting throughout the event. It's not been quite the same since, but this does not look bad at all. Looks loads better than the first weekend, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Loads better. I mean, they could still do a little bit more. I mean, you got that massive white light up there, but at least the main elements are all nicely lit. I mean, look at that, going that way. That's lovely. Some of these down here aren't generators, either the proper power cans what they've put in. You can still hear a generator down here though. It's a shame they've got all these down here really in the queue line, but it still looks a lot better than it did last weekend, well, 2 weekends ago. Simple the Beast since 1994. Wow. Right, I'll show you a few shots of Nemesis and then we'll wrap up our day here at Scarefest. And that's it, the end of this event for 2017 for us. Of course there is still a few days to come to Scarefest. It runs every night until the 31st of October. So make sure you come down and check it out. Like I say, it's still worth coming to. It's just not what it was a few years ago in our opinions. See you after Nemesis. Sit back, it's right time. And the lighting, fantastic. That's one of the best rides I've had on Nemesis in quite a few years, that is. All the red lighting around there. But there's also some really good dark sections in the tunnels as well. Look at that. And you've even got this strobe in here. and the green light. That was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the best ride I've had today.
Really? On Nemesis?
Yeah.
She's coming round now, isn't she? She's starting to like the same rides as me. Well, there you go. That is it for our visit to Scarefest 2017. We've done 2 vlogs. We've done different stuff, really, in both vlogs. Obviously, we've done the mazes in both of them and give you our reviews. Not a lot's changed in terms of the reviews, really. But it's definitely worth going back and watching our vlog from a couple of weeks ago. Whee! Have a good ride. Have a good time, everyone. Have a nice ride on Galactic Air. But yeah, as I said numerous times in this vlog, don't think that it's a bad event. It's not at all, especially if you've never been here before. It's definitely worth coming to Alton Towers Scarefest and come to see it all. It's just not what it once was. But at least the lighting around Galactica always looks nice. I mean, this is permanent lighting that's on all year because of the roller coaster restaurant, and that's actually where we're going next. So make sure you check out our vlog, a separate vlog from the roller coaster restaurant. It's just had a massive new upgrade and the show package in there. It's got a special menu at the moment as well, and yeah, so make sure you check it out. As much as I don't really like Galactica, it looks great at night, doesn't it? And you've got the portal over there, and oh, there you go, that was timing, wasn't it? Yeah, it's been really good. I mean, the highlights of Scarefest this year have been the night rides other than the mazes, really. I mean, I preferred the night rides to the mazes and Freak Show.
And seeing Patch.
Yeah, so for me, the best attraction was Freak Show. Because what did we work out the cost was for everything? So if you want to do all the attractions...
I think it's £32, 32 or £33. That's all 4 mazes and House of Monsters.
House of Monsters, which is a lot of money, isn't it? And even with discount, we paid, what, 24 with annual pass discount. It's a lot of money and it's getting expensive, Scarefest. Hopefully next year we'll get lots of fresh stuff. But yeah, for me, Freak Show steals the show, and night rides this year. I mean, that ride on Nemesis, 13. Yeah, we've had a couple of really good days at Scarefest. I have still enjoyed it, but look at it for half term. It used to be rammed up until 9 o'clock. Look at this. It's very, very interesting. It'll be interesting to see what they do next year in terms of the event. There's rumours that they're going to go back to having 2 full weeks of Scarefest instead of doing a weekend, and then a week. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that is all from this vlog from Alton Towers Scarefest. Thank you very much for watching, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you later, guys, from Scarefest 2017.